You ready for this?
George, what are you doing, buddy?
It's good to see you again. We didn't talk. It wasn't that long ago that we talked, actually.
Yeah, man. How are you, bro?
I'm good. I'm good. I'm glad to talk to you again.
Thank you.
You're awesome. This movie is fun. I want to kind of start just by asking you, what drew you into it? What attracted to you about this one in particular?
Oh, it was different. It was action. I got to play a badass, working with Kevin James and Christina Ricci, and doing a little thing there with Melissa Leo. Um, and I really dug the vibe of the director Edwin Drake. You know,
That's it. I want to hear more about that because you have worked with some of the best directors out there. Like I mean, you've worked a ton and you've done so many different things, but like everyone from, Paul Thomas Anderson to Steven Soderbergh to like you know great directing. So what was it about the vibe that attracted you?
he was pretty easygoing. The fact that he was a writer director, uh, I really dug that too. But really cool guy. I just dug his demeanor, how he went about, you know, setting things up. Just like I said, just a very, very pleasant kind of person.
So that was kind of a draw. And what about like I want to know working with Kevin James, he's obviously a really funny guy. His comedy is very different than yours, but you're both hilarious. What's it like kind of like dancing, so to speak, with somebody who's maybe styles different, or how do you guys find the middle ground or the merge?
Man, it just kind of works, because like, even though we both have different styles, it does work in terms of, it just pretty much gels together
Yeah.
really super well. You know what
And
I mean? So, in that sense, it's pretty cool. I dug it. I dug working with Kevin and Christina and Melissa. Um,
do you and
and
Christina talk ever about your Wednesday connection? Or is that just kind of like
outside of like, oh my God, here we are again. But no, we never really talk about the Wednesday. I mean, you know what? I was so just amazed at how well focused she was in doing this film. She really was an absolute pro.
yeah,
And I absolutely admire that about her, you know.
yeah.
Um, so in that sense, for me, uh, it worked really well.
When you come onto a set and there's like action coming, action in the script and stuff like that, how do you approach it? Is it different for you than everything else, or is it the same? Like we kind of talked about this last time, but I'm curious.
Everything is different. Everything, like I said, every time I show up on a new project, it's like giving me a brand new canvas. Nothing's ever the same. I don't even think that I've ever, out of all the many different roles that I've done throughout my career, I don't ever think I'd ever done the same role twice because my approach is so organic and different, you know. And I think that's the thing about me. I just let things flow organically and see what happens. So, nobody can ever say, "Oh, you done that before. You did this." I've never heard anybody say, "Dude, you played cop like 7 times." No, it's never the same cop
Yeah,
because
that's
it's a
true.
different situation, different set of circumstances.
I think because you're always so in the moment. It feels like you're just always in the moment of the movie, whatever it is, and it's like it feels authentic. That's what it seems like from the outside, at least. Um,
Well, that's a beautiful observation. Thank you for that.
going way back for a second, or just looking forward, is there a role you played that stands out to you in all of them that you're like, I think about that character? Like, or do you just kind of move on and it comes back into my mind sometime? I'll let it rip and see what happens on sets, or do you know when a director's like, no, we're gonna like, do you kind of feel it out? Because I just imagine on some of these things like Boogie Nights or like, that you were
Um,
just sometimes like people are just flowing, and it's like jazz. But then other times everything's got to be so coordinated.
Well, what happens is what I do is I will always honor my directors,
Yeah.
you know, and so I'll give them everything that they want first. And then at the end, once they got what they want, then I get a free take.
Yeah.
And that's the deal that I make. I mean, and, it just kind of allows me to, because like very early on in my career, I would watch myself and I would say something like, man, I wish I had another shot, a better choice.
Really?
So
I
I
feel like
developed
right
the
out
whole
of the
thing.
gate, you were such a signature style that like hit like everybody like you just started like it caught so fast. But I'm fascinated to know that early on you were like, I need more freedom. Like I need to
Yeah.
find, yeah.
And that's exactly. And so, I got a little bold and say, hey, can I do one more take? I just want to try something here, see how it goes. And so that just kind of became part of my DNA,
Yeah.
you know. And because you just never know, But nowadays, because I've done this so much, it's like directors would just say, okay, look, go do what you want.
They want that. They brought you in for that extra take now.
Oh, listen, man, the most beautiful thing that happened on the movie, I forgot, but I met the writer, I met the director and the producer. And then like, I dug the film, but I just felt like my character wasn't written so well.
Huh.
Like I so the writer pulled me to the side. He goes, listen, I'm gonna be honest with you. I really wrote this part for you. I just didn't know how to write for you. So whatever you want to do, please go ahead. I already checked it with the producer and the director. So if there's anything you want to change or anything you want to do, anything you want to incorporate, and then I go, buddy, that's going to cost you a little more.
Now you're a
No, but I
co-writer.
mean, like I say, it's an honor for me to hear that from people.
That's awesome. I got to wrap. I got the notice, but it's always fun to talk to you, man. Congratulations on this, and I can't wait
Thank
to
you,
talk to you on the
George.
next one, man. Take care.
Stay beautiful, brother. You be well.
Likewise.